Hello everybody, welcome back to Diamond Paints with Mike. Tonight we are going to be doing a little bit more of the Ocean Waves, the twin sister to the other painting that we're doing. This one I've sort of not really done as much, so I thought we could get started with this. So what I want to do, we're going to do a little bit of patching for now. I'm not going to do it in a row at the moment because I want to do a little bit of patching, something different today. And we're going to work on this J colour here. Today's been quite an interesting day because it was really lovely and breezy and cold and really cool, and now it's gone back to hot again. So we had a few little showers, but it's been really sort of humid and like warm rain, if you get me. So it's not been very nice at all. And I had to go out earlier to get a Temu package, a Vinted package from the locker, and it was still a little bit fairly warmish, so I tried to leave it as late as I possibly could. And I went to the locker and wasn't expecting the package to be so big, but the lady who packed it put like this, you know, the sort of what would you call it, like, you know, like that brown cardboard carton stuff that you normally get shredders in, like that sandwich like the shredders or printer boxes or the sort of things, you know, like how McDonald's hold their cups, but it's like a hard cardboard, like to hold things in. Well, she packed it in that, and I was like, what on earth is that? And at first I thought, this can't be my package because it's a little bit chunky. Well, she packed it in that so that the item didn't get broke, so which was quite good. I've tried to flatten this as best as I can, but it just keeps lifting up, so I don't know what's wrong with this. We'll just have to try and get a bit of steam on it, because with steam you can actually with steam it will like flatten it out, so it's quite nice. But I just haven't had the chance to do it. I mean, today we'll get back to in post in a minute, but yesterday I had the gas man round and they actually stuck to their agreement. Yes, they actually turned up on the designated date that they promised to do. So I couldn't believe it. And he literally came round and it was like less than a minute and he was gone. Because my boilers come up, I bled the radiators, but I wasn't aware you're only supposed to do them, you're only supposed to do them like if the radiator's like, I think it's hot at the bottom and cold at the top. And apparently when I googled how often do you bleed them, apparently it's once a year. Well, I've been doing it every month, so when I've bled them, it's caused the boiler to feel a bit unwell, I suppose. So yeah, he literally came along, and when I tried to Google how to do it, because pressure problems you can do yourself, it's supposed to be like a little silver flexi cable with two valves. Well, I found that one of the valves was working, but the other valve was so stuck I couldn't get it open. So it's a good job he did come, and he even had to get like pliers on it to shift it. And I thought, I don't want to push this any further in case it like water starts exploding out, or you know, I broke something and then we've got a massive leak. And then I'd have to like use the stopcock to stop all the water, you know. And I said before he left, could you just, you know, show me how to do it? Because with the Worcester burler, what the hell's a burler? With the voice, Mrs. Warboys from Only Fools, from Victor Meldrew. Oh my God. With the Worcester boiler, online, when you like type into YouTube sort of like video tutorials, it's supposed to have a blue lever. Well, mine didn't have that, and so I said, could you just like show me how to do it? And he said, yeah, well, you just push this valve and that valve. And I said, well, I did, but it's like rock hard, you can't shift the valve. And he said, yeah, I had to get some pliers on it. So whether it's seized up, I don't know, but I feel like so embarrassed like calling them out just for like a 1 minute job, like, because I don't know where they travel from. But anyway, it's all sorted now. One thing I hate is bloody boiler problems. So yeah, that's all sorted now, which is lovely. So anyway, back to in post. Let me get my other colour first, because if we've got D in here, we've got a few Ds. So yeah, after in post, I have been seeing on TikTok, I don't know why they do this, but every night I lie in my bed, I'm just getting ready, putting the alarm on, ready for work, and I just get to TikTok, and why is it every time you do, oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, why is it every time you load up TikTok, there's food videos, or there's like people eating stuff, like showing you what it's like, and it's like, why is it coming up on my FYU for midnight? Like, and it really, like, my stomach growls and stuff, and for the last few nights I woke up at like 3 in the morning, just like hunger pains, where I'm dreaming of this food. Well, yeah, so I don't know how we got onto TikTok when we're supposed to be, oh yeah, that's what it was. So anyway, a video pops up of these new strawberry digestive raspberry and cream. I went into Sainsbury's, got myself a cheese pizza. I didn't really fancy cooking today because it's just too hot, and last night trying to cook in that was awful. I had to cook it because what did I have last night? I can't remember, but the other night I had toad in the hole. Oh, that's what I had, fish fingers, mash and beans. But yeah, it was horrible. My face was dripping of sweat, where it's just like you can't get no air into it. And so I got a pizza, I got some poppadoms. I love that word, poppadom. poppadom. It's like that film with Jim Carrey, isn't it? Mr. Popper something. What is that film with the penguins he does? I think it's Papadopoulos, or you know in EastEnders when Doc Cotton used to say Mr. Papadopoulos, who was the owner of the, you know, the laundrette and thing. So yeah, then I got a pizza, I got some poppadoms, because they're from the Sensations company. Well, I think they're made by Walkers, but they're Sensations, and they're called lime and chutney, and oh mama, they are really nice. The mango ones are nice as well. And then I went in there specifically for them pink biscuits, so I got a pizza, some nostalgic Haribo sweets. If you've not tried them, oh my god, they're so juicy. Really, really nice. They're like little, like you get pear cube, pineapple cube, and oh my god, it's so good. And I got, what else did I get? I got 2 pizzas, but then I thought, oh, I ain't got no room for like milk, so I put the milk back. So we put the pizza back, because they've actually changed the pizzas now. So the £1.07 ones that used to be by Sainsbury's, they're now done by Stamford Street and Co. So, which at the end of the day are still the same price, so that's pretty good. And then I got, what else did I get? Milk, and I think that was it really. So I was really good. I went I went up to go and get what do you call it, cake, and then I thought, no, ignore this. It was like God was telling me, don't go near the cake. And I don't know what made me do it, but I just put the cake down and went to go and get like something healthy. And I've just seen some apples in there. They're charging 99p. The apples are tiny. They're like probably round, like miniature apples. I'll have to get some. I'll have to get some and show you. Because yeah, I was like, I ain't paying £1 for that. I mean, you barely get one bite out of it. So yeah, it was quite funny. Have I got, I don't know, I've got my other bulldog clip. It's the trouble when you have like loads of things to do. So anyway, I then went to the biscuit section and I saw these. Look, I've got them finally. Now they're really, really small, as you can see, because of the temperatures in here. It's actually melting all the chocolate on it, so it's incredibly difficult to keep these. As you can see, they're all round, but they taste lovely. But because of the heat, it's melting all the icing. So if anyone has any ideas for that, do let me know. But every room is hot in my room. I can't open the windows because I don't really want another episode of that bug coming in. I've tried putting them on top of the fridge, that don't work. So yeah, I don't know how we're going to separate all that, but this is the problem we have with cakes from Greggs. When you get Greggs cakes, the same thing happens, because for some apparent reason they think it's a great idea to put it in a paper bag. Paper bags are not suitable for icing with cakes on, or cakes with icing. So they are really, really nice, these biscuits. So yeah, do you know, it's funny, did I ever tell you the story where when I was little I used to put a digestive with milk chocolate on it, and I would put it in the airing cupboard just for like 5 minutes on the shelf to melt the chocolate, and it actually worked. But yeah, I obviously did it on a shelf that was vacant, so that the chocolate didn't melt on the clothing and that, but it was so funny. And yeah, so that's what I did, people. And yeah, so I got them, and then I came back, did a bit of YouTube, trying to catch up with things. Had to do some paperwork that I had to do, which was an absolute disaster. Last night I was trying to print this Diamond Art Club thing, right? I don't know what happened, but the printer printed it about 17 times, and I pressed the cancellation button, it wouldn't work. And then it just kept printing and printing and printing, and I was like, what in the world is going on? And then of course I was panicking, because I have to pay for every, you know, I get a 300 page limit. If that goes over 300 pages, I then start getting charged £1 for every 20 pages, because I'm on a subscription ink thing. And I turned it off for 5 minutes, put it back on, it was doing the same thing. So when I googled it, they said sometimes it gets stuck. So if you're printing a lot of stuff, it can get jammed and it thinks it's the same thing. But they said to like turn it off. So I thought, this is really getting on my nerves, so I'm going to turn it off, wake up this morning and see if I can reprint the Diamond Art Club thing. And it did. So I think what happened was I was printing so much yesterday that it just got a bit confused and somehow got stuck on this one Diamond Art Club thing. So because I get so many emails that I'm trying to like print off all the Diamond Art Club pictures so that I can figure out whether I want them or not. I haven't got the time to keep sifting through emails. So yeah, I printed some off, and some of them are really quite nice. You've got things like the Lion King, you've got I think they said there's a Jungle Book one, and yeah, some really lovely ones. And just bear with me. And then there was this one that I printed, and it said something to do with, I mean, I don't know how old this are, because I've got over 5,000 emails in my account, so I don't know how long this email was, but it was something like mystery kits and cover minders. So I'm going to take a look at that later. The other pages are in the room, but yeah, I just thought it would be quicker, print them off, and then I can read them with a cup of tea in the morning or something, because it's just literally like, I can't cope with the amount coming in. But if I unsubscribe from it, I'm not going to get notified of any new sort of launches. So yeah, it had a mad 5 minutes last night trying to print things. And then of course, every time the cartridge gets low, the system will send out an ink it will order you one automatically. So I got about 4 emails saying your ink cartridge is on its way. So oh my god, yeah, it was like really, really busy last night. Now these biscuits that I picked up, them pink raspberry things that I just showed you, they are £2.25 or something like that. But if you have a Nectar card, it's £1.85. So I'm a little bit annoyed, because I don't know how the hell we're going to separate them biscuits like that. So I don't really want to put them in the fridge, because I don't know what the texture of the biscuit would be like from the fridge. I've never known. Hang on a minute, Alexa, can you put biscuits in the fridge?
Biscuit can last in the fridge for 1 week.
Oh wow.
Remember to keep the biscuits in an airtight bag or container.
Yeah, see, I don't have an airtight bag or container, so They'd probably do some in Home Bargains, but I ain't been there for a month. I've literally done no shopping from the range, no shopping from Home Bargains. I've just been so focused on trying to get old ones done. Tonight was supposed to be the June completions, but I've just been a bit busy today. It's just been non-stop with parcels, because I should really ought to be a postman, shouldn't I? Vinted, I order quite a lot from Vinted, but what I found is like, I wake up one day, they go, it's close by, I pick up that one, and then I just go to bed, and then I get an email going, oh, we got your package, it'll be there tomorrow. So like, it's like daily trips to the locker. I mean, I could pick them all up together, but I just, you know, it's there, I want it, you know. So plus you've only got 3 days to pick it up, or they'll return it back. So but I was on Every the other day because I had to pick an Every parcel up, and I was checking like any drop-offs. They've got apparently an Every locker up Panfield Lane in Braintree. I don't know where the hell that is, but apparently they've also got a Morrison's local there. So yeah, I don't know how to get to there from where I am. So I mean, that's on the agenda to do. I want to go to the Lost Locomotive that apparently in Rain Station, there's supposed to be like a locomotive that's been converted into like you can sit in it and have like a sandwich or something, like a bench, I think it is. So yeah, that's on there to do. I just want to do like things, like I want to prioritize things, so that's something that is not really important right now. So I don't really want to like go all that way and then get lost. So yeah, and then last night I just got into bed, I think it was 12 o'clock, just put my phone down, and then I got a notification from Lazy Retired Granny saying that she was live. And I was like, oh, and I wanted to join, but because of the time difference, when she went live, it must have been 4 o'clock over there, but for us, it's 12 o'clock, and I really, really wanted to watch, and I watched a little bit. I didn't comment, Linda, because obviously I wasn't going to stay in the chat. I don't want to comment if I'm not going to be there for the whole chat, because I had work, and I thought, oh, I could squeeze in 10 minutes, I suppose, and it got to about 12:20, and I was like, oh, I've got to come off. As much as I don't want to, I've got to come off and go to sleep. So last night I was really, really tired. I must have really, really worked hard yesterday, because coming out of work I was like dozing off, and you know when you're on the train and you're sort of like, you're dozing off and you're like, no, like you'll end up in a town that you don't even live in, you know. And I think I think that's happened to my dad once. He's gone to London, and apparently was supposed to get off at Whittam and ended up in Clacton. So can you imagine like having to like pay, like you just want to get home, and then you're like, oh, for God's sake. I bet he was umping and ahhing that day. But yeah, this is driving me mad. I've just put the wax down and I've lost it again. I had a whole bag from Sharon. I don't know what I've done with it. So as I said, I have to move everything around for this epoxy gas thing. Oh no. I don't know where I've put it. Oh no, that's a red screwdriver. Oh no. What are we gonna do? Oh yes, I found some here. Now, oh no. I'm not bothering with that. I'm going to do that later. Julie made me laugh. She left a comment because she was in Linda's live last night, and she left a comment on my live. Something to do with this fly that I got. I think she said I have to incinerate it, or something to do with vicinity or whatever, what have you. It did make me laugh, Julie. So oh my god, it was so embarrassing, right? So where my mum lives, yeah, my dad always, if he comes round, he's there till like 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And at 1 o'clock in the morning, you have no street lights, because over here many years ago, they came to this assumption. They used to be running through the night. Well, now they turn all the street lights off, so you can't find your way home without a torch. And he literally came out the gate, and oh my days, his ex-girlfriend walked past, and I don't know what happened, but they're not together anymore. And he went, "Good evening," and yeah, he literally, like, she was walking down here, and he went bang, smack right into her, like. And like, how embarrassing, like, seeing your ex-girlfriend, like, and you've accidentally like bumped into her. So this was like another day when it was daylight and stuff, but like, we didn't expect her to walk past our gate, because she don't even live near that area. She lives like on an estate that's quite, I'd say about 20 to 24 minutes away. So yeah, it was so funny. So yeah, 3, we got a 3. We have got some 3s, lovely. So we'll do a bit of that. And then I nearly almost cancelled this session today, and it was going to be live, and then I thought, by the time I get back from town, I'm not gonna have enough. I haven't even had dinner yet. So yeah, so I thought, and it got to like 6:30, and I was like, I was just watching Newsnight Live, or whatever that political program is. You know, after the news, there's a station on Channel 2, something to do with Newsnight, is it? And I've just recently got into doing that, because I'm very into like politics and all that. And I just watched that just to give me like a half-hour break from like trying to sort this Diamond Art Club paperwork out. And yeah, so that's what I did. And then I'm doing this, and I thought, I really can't be bothered, because as I say, I haven't had dinner. I normally have dinner by now. It's 7:30, and I thought, no, I've got to do this, otherwise you're not going to have any content today. So, and if I just did cancel it, it's pushing it back, and you know, we sort of need to get this wrapped up now. I mean, I've sort of not really planned this theme very much, because I have a few other things I want to launch, and I'm sort of thinking, do I hold back till these are done, or do I just like launch them? You know, I mean, I don't anticipate these will be done by the end of July, but you know, I want to take my time doing it. But yeah, so okay, so what do we want now? Let's get some of this G done here. So we've got a G coming up here. So oh my god, that's our tea colour I was looking for yesterday. That's the different one. Let's go for H, actually, which is this lovely blue colour. Let's do a bit of that first, which I think is the start of the C look, because it comes down there and swivels around there. Having said that, it is a different sort of colour here, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to have a little Bon Licky Licky, which is pirate language for... well, I'll tell you in a minute. Now, I don't know if you've watched Pirates of the Caribbean, but that scene where Johnny Depp is on this island and he eats like this big toe thing, he says to one of the people on the island, Bon Licky Licky, and then he walks off. So I'm not sure if Bon Licky Licky means get a drink, or whether it means food, but when he said Bon Licky Licky, they all went Bon Licky Licky. So yeah, I'm assuming it just means drink. It was funny because he was in the tent, and this person who was on the island caught him in the tent, and he had to pretend that he was putting aftershave on under his arms, like Lynx spray, you know, deodorant, and he sprayed what looked like, I think it was like cocoa powder. So yeah, Dead Man's Chest is definitely by far, I mean, I've seen all the the films. So you've got Black Pearl is number 1, Dead Man's Chest is 2, World's End 3. I can't remember what the 4th one's called. And then you've got Salazar's Revenge. And then apparently there is talk that there's supposed to be like a new one coming out, but we don't know when that is. But there was talks about whether Johnny Depp would be in it, because there was this problem with his ex-girlfriend, and apparently it caused a lot of like problems for Disney or something. So they're not sure if he'll be cast for that, but I really do hope they can, because I don't think anyone else could do that role, you know, how Johnny did it. He's such a fantastic actor, and he's my favourite actor. So my second favourite actor would be Freddie Highmore. I think my favourite actress would have to be Helena Bonham Carter. Just trying to think if there's any more. Helen Watson from Harry Potter, she's pretty good at what she does. Helen Mirren, she did a fantastic thing of doing the Queen. There was a programme about the Queen, and that reminds me I need to get back into watching The Crown on Netflix. I did start to watch it, but there's so many episodes, like I can't keep up with it all. And I think because with Netflix, once you watch an episode, there's like a red bar that comes under it, so that tells you that you've watched it. But I've got a problem, because my BBC iPlayer account is shared by my mum as well. And when she watches EastEnders, when I want to watch EastEnders, I can see a red bar on, say, like today's episode, and I've not even watched it, so it's quite difficult and I'm like, I've not watched that, why is there a pink bar there? And it's because my mum's watched it, so it makes it even harder to work out what one have I watched and what I haven't. So yeah, I just lost interest in it, because it was just like, there's just so many seasons. I mean, it's quite a long, you know, thing, and I think Linda was watching that at one point. Did you get on with it, Linda, or did you get bored of it? I wouldn't say I was bored of it. I was just like, couldn't keep up with all the different seasons. I've only got up to episode 2 of Squid Game. I've got to watch the rest of that. There's only 6 episodes though. So there was a video though on TikTok, something to do with, you know, the big doll that goes red light, green light. Well, there was a boy that they had with it, and they put it up in like this town centre, and it's like a skipping rope, but something broke on it, and it like, you see them on TikTok, like the skipping rope comes round and then they're supposed to jump over it, but something broke on it. So yeah, there's so much merchandise of Squid Game on Amazon, and I think there's a video on TikTok I saw with them trying to sell, like, you know, the players' jackets now and the Squid costumes. You'll get a lot of the Squid costumes on you'll get a lot of the Squid costumes on fire. Quick, right, everyone out please, everyone out. Thank you, off we go, thank you. Oh my god, I've really messed that up. I purposely set it for 7:15. Well, that was supposed to go off just then, and I forgot to press the on button. So as you can see, I love these clocks. I've always had a fascination with alarm clocks, but this, oh my god, this goes back centuries. My very first alarm clock. See, how the hell have we got from The Crown to talking about fucking clocks? Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, my very first alarm clock, oh my god, it was one Christmas morning, and we had like a mountain full of presents, and yeah, one of them was this gorgeous gold alarm clock. And I don't know what happened to it, because obviously we've moved houses since then, and yeah, I'd never forget that. And that was like a really nice present from my dad all them years ago. And I think I was just going into like secondary school, so it was bought for that. But I saw this one in Colchester. I went up to Colchester quite a few months back, and I saw it and I was like, oh, that is gorgeous. So I left it because I thought you could order it online, and yeah, that comes from a company called George, but George and Asda are sort of like linked. And with the Asda over there, it used to be open 24 hours. I don't know if it is now, but upstairs they have the George section. And I saw it and I thought, I looked online and it weren't there. And unfortunately, I was like, well, I'm gonna have to go back then, because like I need to go back. So I went back the next week and got it, and I picked up one, and it, like, the handle was all moving around, and that shouldn't be doing that. So I looked behind, and luckily there was just one left, because looking at that, that's the sort of thing that will sell out quite quickly. I love the colour of it, I love the gold hands on it, but yeah, I'm actually scared to actually put it on, because I'm so used to my phone going off as the alarm. But I bought it because, with me, we've all been there, we've all done it. We put the alarm on and then we turn it off and we're like, just 5 more minutes. Well, me, if I go to work, I have to put my phone here and my bed's behind me, because if I put it with my bed and put it next to me, I will just turn it off again. So it forces me to get out my bed and turn it off. But I'm scared with the noise of that bell just then. It's quite loud. I'm wondering if it would like scare me a bit, like give me a shock or something, you know, like where you go, ah, like something's really made you jump, you know, and your heart's pounding. So I don't know, unless I test it, I won't know. But oh dear. But yeah, after this I'm gonna cut to dinner, I think, because it's getting up to 8 o'clock. I've got work again tomorrow, so I've got to sort my uniform out, and yeah, so and make a packed lunch for tomorrow's lunch, because I don't normally take packed lunch, but I just thought, I've just got into this. I blame my sister for this. She did well, my mum actually did me a cheese cracker with piccalilli, and I haven't had that for years. Well, I've now got on to, no, it was corned beef and piccalilli. Well, I've now got on to having piccalilli with corned beef, and oh, mama, it's so nice. So I have that. One time, actually, because I love a crisp sandwich, and one time I went, I don't think it was at work, but somewhere I went, I took sandwiches with me. I think it was back in school, and I put the crisps in the sandwich. Didn't realise when it got to lunch, bit into it, and all the crisps were like really soggy-fied. Well, apparently you're not supposed to put the crisps in the sandwich like before you're supposed to have them. You're supposed to do it when you eat it. But yeah, who is that person on here? There was someone on here when I did an alarm like that, and it really made them laugh, and I can't remember who it was. I'm sure it was Michelle. They told me, oh my god, right, I'm sitting there last night in my bed watching Linda, and oh my god, there was a song came out on a Christmas clock, and I'm sure it was that. Come, they told me, and if I came to see, la 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 la. See, this painting here's got the right shade of that orange for the sun, and we've got a normal shaped sun. So we might use a bit of this if we've got any spare, people. This colour here. I fell really behind with this painting because I've been so focused on getting that other one done that I've sort of deserted this, and we're supposed to be taking it like in alternating it. So oopsie, oops, I'm sad you head to say, oops, I'm sad you head. Cheese pizza tonight. I've had all my sweets, so they were going to be for dessert, but I'm going to have these very interesting stuck biscuits. I'll just put them in the fridge for an hour. That'll sort that out. I don't know how it's going to be eating a biscuit like from the fridge, but never personally tried it, but it's the only way to melt the to sort the chocolate out. So yes. What what have we got here? Oh, please. Please be my G. It's number 9. Oh, yes. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, that's what the fuck up is. Look, I've put it as number 9, but the actual symbol is A. So that's why I couldn't find that colour. Fun daddy dozy. We can do a bit of this and a bit of that. Oh my god. Do do do. It's Christmas time in the city. Why am I singing Christmas songs? I don't know. So I'm intrigued now. Let's set this again. Oh my god, why is it going off still? It's gone past that line there, so why is it going off? Let me turn. I'm not very used to it. Oh, and it's actually got a light, so you can push that and go bing bing. It's like the London buses, isn't it? Not London buses, tube trains, where they go, no, is it the buses or the trains? But you're going along and then you hear the driver go ding ding, and it's like, you can feel it in the carriage sort of thing. I think it's the trains, because yeah, it is the trains. The one on the Wharton on the Naze used to do that. So let's do 8 o'clock. Turn it on, 3, 2, 1. Yes. So once that hand gets to there, that should go off because I've put it on. So we'll leave that on the side, and just just remember that there's gonna be a loud ring. Because you guys will probably forget in about 15 minutes time. And could you imagine if someone just picked up their tea and then it went off and it's like, I do apologise if I've set anyone's dogs off, anyone's cats, any ferrets by that noise, or they think it's the doorbell. I do sincerely apologise. We are testing out this, because that's like, I bought this like so long ago, and it's the only sort of time I've like tested it out. So yeah, I want to test it. But yeah, that'll definitely wake you up. So yeah, I mean, I didn't really buy it for like using the alarm part. I just like the colouring of it, and I, you know, put a battery in it because it's nice to see it working and stuff. But yeah, that was another thing. When I picked it up in the shop, I was like, I don't know if this is going to work, because obviously you can't, it's not like you can get a battery and go, hey, does this work? I mean, you probably could off the shelf, but what's the point when you've got like batteries at home that you can use? You're just wasting money. So yeah, every time I see a pocket watch, alarm clock, I'm having that. And I did do a trial run of it. I trialed it on Vinted to sell, just to see if it would sell, and a lot of people were interested in it, and I didn't have no intentions of selling it, but I had about 15 people like it. So clocks, watches, that sort of thing, they're great sellers. But yeah, I will not be parting with that. That's my pride and joy. I love that very dearly. So I love anything. Pocket watches, clocks, wind up pocket watches. You can get like really old fashioned ones on a chain that you're supposed to put like in a waistcoat, but I actually do. I do like pocket watches, but not the wind up ones, because once I did that and I took it to work with me, and I checked the clock and I was like, 4 o'clock, can't be 4 o'clock. Well, it was about 7 o'clock and it ran out at 4. So that's the only problem with a wind up pocket watch, is that if you're out and about for long, it will wind, you know, down and run out. So I'd always get like a battery pocket watch. We've had a very interesting whip and chat today. We've been going from Pirates of the Caribbean to pocket watches to walking around the town centre and digestive biscuits, picking up parcels. Oh gosh, that's what I love. I love the fluidness of a whip and chat. You never know what you're going to talk about. You know, it's so random every day. Every day is different. I try to make it different every day, but sometimes I can go over the same thing that I've already spoke about. It's just a habit. But yeah, I just love the, you know, the mingulation of all this. So yeah, just to pre-warn you, I have had some storage issues with this phone, so if it cuts off, I do apologise. So yeah. So that little alarm hand must be, it goes off on the hour, because I don't know how you set it for like quarter, so like if you wanted it 8:15, I don't think you can, because it has to be on the hour. Unless, yeah, I don't think you can move it from, like, say if you wanted it 8:15, I don't know how you would do that, but yeah. I'm not being funny, but this doesn't look any different to that D colour that we did, but wait till we get to turn it off. That's going to be the good thing, because we get to see how bright it's going to look. Because of the storage issues, I'm going to do it now, because the last time I've done some filming and I had a storage issue, you didn't see it turned off. So let me just show you what it looks like now. And look at that. That is really, really interesting. You've got this dark sky with a bit of light, and then it's coming into that blend of the sun. And look at that. That is the colour you want, not that pale yellow that they've given us for that other one. But let's carry on, because we've got 42 minutes. This is, when I was filming earlier, this is the time it sort of cut off. So I have uploaded some videos I forgot to upload, so hopefully that fixes it. It's so frustrating, because every time I think I've freed up storage, it does it again. So the only way, I've just took like a risk with this one, because before I was going to do this session, I was going to do what's called a blank run, which is where I just record nothing and just see how much storage I've got, because it's quite hard to tell how much storage you've got. So that's the only way I can do it. I just wish the phone would say like you've got an hour's worth of footage, or you know. But I love that minty colour. Now we might get a bit of popping drills in this bit, because as I say, there's like a crease going through here, so we'll just have to wait and see. I've just seen a 4 drill here, so I'm just going to pick up one of them and plonk that into its place. Where's that go? Oh my god, 4, yeah, there we go. Actually, let's take that one off, because that looks a bit manky. I mean like dusty and that, but let's just pop that there. Your volley capita. No, that's the same as well. What? I have actually done an unboxing that's going up Friday, and you could actually feel the dust. Dust? Anybody? No. Oh! Oh my god, yeah. I was not expecting that. Oh no. Yeah, bloody hell. I don't think this is a good idea to set it for the morning. And that's not gone off properly. This has gone off at 10:02, and that should have been on the hour. So you see what I mean? I don't know how you set it for the hour. Because if that's gone off there, then why, if that's gone off here, why is it not going off on the hour? That's going to cause havoc for like me getting up to work. Oh my god, like that. Oh man, that really did make me jump. I don't think I could use that for oh geez, yeah, I don't think I could probably use that for in the morning. It's so loud. Why is it so loud? Because you can't set the volume. So oh my god, yeah, I wasn't expecting that, because that's quite naughty. That should have gone off at the hour. And there was no manual with it, because this didn't come in a box. That how you see it is how it was on the shelf. So maybe I'll ask maybe I'll have to ask Paul how you do it. But good god, I can't remember what I was saying now. We were pausing for something, and then all of a sudden it went off, so I've completely lost what I was going. It's not like I can go, can you let me know what it says, because it's not live. But oh man, I can't wait to watch this video back. Just to let you know, the Sunday live that I went on, that will be back up soon. But what I do, every live I do, once it comes off air, I will set it to private, because it's not like a pre-record. Once a pre-record goes up, I will watch it as a, you know, as a viewer. I like to watch my own videos back to check if the audio's okay, if there's anything that I want to edit out. Perhaps the sound was a bit naff, so I cut bits out of it. But yeah, once I've had time to watch it, that'll go back up again. But yeah, oh my god, yeah, I think we're gonna have to stick to the mobile for the alarm. Alexa's, you know, you can adjust the volume, but oh man, I was I was actually thinking of taking it over to my mum's, because one night we were all asleep and we could hear this, like, it was going like this, noise went off, and we thought it was a car, you know, alarm gone off, because some cars are sensitive. When you walk past it, it sets the alarm off. And it turned out to be the fire alarm, but it was directly outside my mum's room, and she was like, oh my god, what's happening? Because of course she was like half asleep. But oh my god, could you imagine, like, if I took that over there, bloody fighting the life out of Molly. But yeah, it's oh dear. Sometimes when I stay over, I have to sleep downstairs on the sofa, and you can hear my brother's Alexa like going off on the ceiling, and it's vibrating on the ceiling. And my mum goes up to his door and says, like, your alarm's going off, like, you need to get up now for work. And he still don't get up. It takes him like ages to get up, because he's like me, he stays up late and watches bloody TikTok. So there's a lady I watch on TikTok, and she's always packing, talking to TikTok. There's another video. Yeah, there's a lady I watch on TikTok, and she's always packing cakes, because she makes her own cakes, and I would really love to order from there. Look, the cakes just look so nice. You know, the ones that come in, like, they call them cake cups, so they come in like a little cup shaped thing. But yeah, they look really scrummy yummy for my tummy. Okay, well, considering we were doing a bit of patchwork, I think yeah, I'm probably going to leave that session there, actually, because it's nice how we're going to get, as you see, this, we've now sort of right onto there, and then we're going to sweep this across. But it's so different. If we was to look at this one here, can you see the difference? I just think that sun is far too light, whereas you look at that, it's the sort of right colour. But then again, they've sort of copied it with that, haven't they? This strip here seems to be near enough in the same session, but we'll probably be back to this one next. So yeah, but I haven't found the tea, so I need to get that done. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. A huge thanks to Angela McCabe, who very kindly sent me a super chat. Really appreciate that, Angela, so thank you very much for that kind gesture there. And that will be reinvested back into like diamond paintings and stuff. Don't forget to tap the notification bell so that you don't miss out on the diamond paintings on this channel. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe, because I have noticed 27% of you watch but do not subscribe. The question is why? It's totally free, so you better subscribe. No, it's entirely up to you. You know, you don't have to. And I did notice someone watches me from Hungary, so I don't normally check analytics, but I was checking this super chat thing to see how much I got on there, and analytics popped up, and I thought, oh, I wonder how many people watch me in different countries. And the majority is actually in the UK, sorry, in America. And apparently all my viewers are female watchers, so all my viewers are female. There's not any males on the, you know, the bar thing. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily consider this like a girls' project because men do this as well. So, yeah, it'd be nice to get some men to watch as well. But anyway, thank you very much and have a wonderful evening, guys. Thank you. Bye bye now.